Another playoff spot locked up in the American Association last night, plus a thrilling race that is getting tighter and is going to go down to the wire for the 1 seed out east. I'm Carter Woodiel. It's time for the Daily Whip Around. We start things off with the Cleveland Railroaders. It was a pretty good night for them. Cleveland was a win away from a playoff spot entering this game. Cody Bullard was brilliant. 7 innings, just 1 run on 2 hits. Walking 1, he struck out 7. A great performance from a left-hander, and the offense did enough. Zach Narrier with an RBI double here in the 8th inning. A Player of the Year contender, Zach Narrier. And in the end, Cleveland would coast to a win. 5-1 the final score over Lake Country. They clinched the last playoff spot in the East, though there's still a lot to be decided in that division. We'll get to that later. First, though, we got to see some history. Winnipeg facing Kansas City. First inning, Max Murphy launches his 31st homer of the year over the batter's eye to match the Goldeyes single-season club record set last year by Kyle Martin. He gave the Goldeyes a 4-1 lead. Huge moment, but the Monarchs roared back. A 5-run sixth that included this Ryan Grochon 2-run single. He was 3 for 5, drove in 3 runs in this game. And in the 9th, Kevin Santo will provide the exclamation point, an RBI double here down the left field line to score Casey Gillespie, and the Monarchs win their 8th in a row, 8-5. Some history from the Gary South Shore RailCats last night as well. Sam Abbott with a solo homer in the 9th inning, his 19th of the season. That matches the club record set by Christian Guerrero in 2010. A huge moment for Sam. 2 club records tied last night, but the Kane County Cougars got the win over the RailCats last night. Jack Fox was excellent. 6 innings of 2-run baseball, strikes out 4. He would earn the win, and Cornelius Randolph would deliver with the bat for Kane County. That's a 3-run home run. Came in the 5th inning, his 14th of the season, and the Cougars would go on to beat Gary South Shore 6-3. They are hot. Milwaukee earned another big win over Chicago last night. Ryan Zimmerman gave them 6 one-hit innings. No runs allowed, walked 3, struck out 6. A great performance from Zimmerman as they try to take the Dogs down a peg in the East, and it was a tight game late, but Logan Trowbridge came through with this tie-breaking single in the 8th inning. 2-1 Milwaukee win it. It's just a 1-game deficit now. Fargo-Moorhead taking on Sioux City. What a game this was. 3rd inning, Dave Snyder with a 3-run home run, number 18th of the season. That gave the X's a 5-4 lead. The Redhawks would respond, though, in the 5th. This is a go-ahead 2-run homer from John Silviano, number 22 for him, his 3rd in 4 games. The X's, though, in this back-and-forth game would retake the lead here on this Dylan Kelly RBI single in the 7th. That made it 9-8 Sioux City. And if you hadn't had enough record-breaking in this whip around, Danny Amaral steals his 46th base of the year to set a new Sioux City Explorers single-season record. Congrats to Danny. This game, though, would come all the way down to the 9th, and the Redhawks would have the last laugh. Peter Maris, 3-run homer to turn a 10-8 deficit into an 11-10 lead, into an 11-10 win. Maris' 19th of the year. Huge win for the first-place Redhawks. And Lincoln taking on Sioux Falls at the Birdcage last night. Check out this double play from the Canaries. Angelo Altavilla diving for the stop. Ozzie Martinez with the turn to Trey Michalczewski at first base. That's a well-turned twin killing, but the Salt Dogs got another big win in this one, though. They scored 6 in the 1st inning. Ryan Long with a 2-run triple here to start off the offense. He's got a smile on his face. And later on in the frame, Hunter Clannon with a good old-fashioned 3-run dinger. His 13th of the year. The Salt Dogs win it 10-4 over and out. So here's the full scores from the American Association last night. Big win for Cleveland to get that W over Lake Country, but a lot of moving around and jockeying for position in this playoff race. The East Division standings, they just get tighter every day. Just a 1-game lead for the Chicago Dogs over Milwaukee and Kane County. Of course, Chicago plays Milwaukee tonight on the Facebook Game of the Week. As for the West Division standings, Kansas City a game and a half back of the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. They play each other over Labor Day weekend, and Sioux City's lead for the last playoff spot has dropped by a game. Lincoln got their win, and they're 2 games back now for the final spot. Those 2 teams play Labor Day weekend as well. As for tonight in the American Association, we've got the Facebook Game of the Week for you. Couldn't ask for a better matchup. The top teams in the East, Chicago and Milwaukee, Kane County in the thick of that mix as well, but a 1-game lead right now for the Dogs. If the Milkmen pull off the win tonight for free on Facebook Live, they would be even with Chicago in first place. We could have a 3-way tie when everything is done tonight in the American Association. It's so much fun to watch this. Hope you tune in to that Facebook Game of the Week coming up tonight, and to High Leverage tomorrow, where we go from game to game, ballpark to ballpark, to catch everything in this wild playoff chase. And of course, every game all year long is at aabaseball.tv. I'm Carter Woodiel for the American Association, where we play to win.